to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Woo.
Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
On the ground, it's Peoples. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Fires to the wideout.
Let's go.
Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The play action fake. Looking down
Oh, my God, bro.
interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Buckeyes in the hurry up. Muscling ahead on third and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to run and pass on the next snap.
Third and short now from their own 48. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Caught near the sticks. It's Tate. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll go to the sneak.
And fourth and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive.
Got that W.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Oh, shit.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown by you, Bengals.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
This offense has it with really good field position. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. There he goes. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
creates a little room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have it on the same page. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
He'll take a shot.
Let's go.
Ohio State. The offense cashing it in on that drive. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't
Let's go.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Let's go.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure.
Let's go.
Buckeyes.
Let's go.
A great catch and run for 6.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for room. It's Durham. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
With the catch, it's Thomas. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Sharp. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turns it on down the left side.
Let's go. We got that W.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Carr. Floating away. Fires on the move. Working the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so.
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Coming out with it, it's Price. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here come the Irish back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Carr. Slings it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Finds some room. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. To the air on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Back to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires to the middle. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Makes the grab. It's locked. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To throw, it's Carr. Skips away from pressure. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He'll get rid of it. A tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Back looking for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for the 2-point try. They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's complete to the left. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down 1 possession. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Plows through the defense. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hoosiers measures. We'll put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Grant behind the line. It's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Might be looking to run. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the closest. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Extending the play. Makes the grab. It's Hemby. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. He'll pull it down and run. He to stop him in his tracks. The Hoosiers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under fire. Finds his tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Tate. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. You get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback extends the play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Throwing right. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision.
That's
He's got
good.
an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Off play action on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Just keep slinging it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
On the run, it's Peoples. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Hauls it in. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got his man on the right. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. crowd knows this defense needs them right now. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Tate. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Finds his man. It's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Lining up to convert third down. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to take a shot. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass.
The Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes, a rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Penn State's offense will have the football first. Last time these two got together, it was the Buckeyes dotting that I and getting a close one.
There are NFL dudes all over the field. It's not about the X's, the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. Which players make the big plays today determines this one.
Now, Ohio State has had the upper hand, and Penn State really wants to break through. They want to make their statement. They want to shoot their shot and beat the Buckeyes.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. Really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Pena. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to sneak it. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Play action. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
I really like the 3rd down play here. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, forcing the 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets loose in the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Hudson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pulls and fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick.
Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They marched 78 yards down the field. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going
face with tears of joy, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing because it's time to play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Buckeyes and Nittany Lions tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that 1st half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. Still 2 quarters to go in this incredible regional showdown between 2 of the winningest programs in football.
second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Computer versus computer, I need a break, I've been drinking.
Coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man, it's Peoples. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
To the ground. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play-action fake. Pulls it in. It's Tate. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. Punch it out of the air. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Gonna look downfield again. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Never a doubt. They have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Allen. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the deep
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets it.
Time to take a shot. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it. Working that left side now. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this in this drive.
Looking to throw again. Firing to the right, complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
That makes the score Penn State 14, Ohio State 10.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. The screen, and watch out. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Finds his big tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Timeout call by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going strong.
Timeout call by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
There's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh.
Yeah, hell yeah, we won that on a, that was the computer playing Jasmine. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
I'm looking for headlight. I hear you.
That's all. That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta know that. Yeah, yeah, that wasn't online play or nothing like that. Yeah, so that wasn't online play. So, let me see.
Why is it talking for me? Face with tears of joy rolling on the floor laughing.
You don't know what the hell going on. So I'm about to show you online. I'm about to show you online. Hold on, hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Why is it ain't popping up? Hold on, game mode. There we go. It looked kind of decent though from where you at, and then you see me in person, and then you be like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, hell yeah. So this online. Hold on. This is online. Hold on. Let me check. Yeah, this online. So.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Giving the camera face with tears of joy.
Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys can't wait to
I'm
get this
in the
one started.
camera. I'm in the camera.
The Wolverines will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Hit the sub link. Now you see how it looked different from to the computer to now.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. From the gun, running back on the move.
Oh, that's some
And he's
bull.
swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
There we
They'll
go.
stick to
Now
the
I got a
ground,
first
looking for the
down.
mark.
Oh!
Swarming on that loose ball.
He
It'll be a
fumbled the
turnover.
ball like that. That's
It's
some
so
bull
disappointing
right
for
there.
the
That's some
offense, too,
bull.
because they pride themselves
That's
on
some
being
bull.
physical, right? They wanted to come out in this game. They want to establish the run. They do that each and every week. They had the first down, but David, he just couldn't hold on to it. The defense now creates the takeaway.
And speaking of pride, that's what you pride yourself on defense, taking the football away. How many possessions can you steal? He had the first down, but you got there. And more importantly, we work on this all week long. County fair, stripping the football, getting the football out, and then falling on it. Nice job by the defense, forcing the turnover.
The option look. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some
That's some
space.
bull.
Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down.
You see how it look different.
He'll try to get it through the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down.
There you go. Good start. Let's go.
Good
start.
They'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, rolling up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
When you think about some of the great coaches that embrace the sidelines in this rivalry, Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have
and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Using the quick game.
Let's go.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass.
Let's go, Smith. Here we go.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. From the red zone, it's Jackson.
There we go. TD. Let's TD. Let's go.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Let's go.
Coming out with it, it's Marshall. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Haynes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen.
Intercepted. Still on his feet at the 45. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Probably being all nosy, looking
From
all
the
in the
shotgun,
camera
the
like you
inside
said.
give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. And a short gain on this run.
Shut up, I'm doing something.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to
Playing in the
play.
background, face with tears of joy.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
Oh damn it, exit off, I'm back.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal.
With that sub-Lincoln comment.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
Let's,
He
I
works his
thought that was
way
too
ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. This
I
time
thought
the
I had
defense
it.
was
Almost,
ready, and they
almost.
stop him in his tracks.
Almost.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down.
Let's go.
And he takes it in for a
Switch
score.
and zip.
Touchdown,
Michigan.
Ohio State.
Michigan.
When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high
Let's
five
go.
to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence,
It looks
sort
neat,
of
don't it,
rises to the
Jazz?
top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes
Let's
Ohio...
go. Interception, man. Let's go. Michigan
Swing
sucks.
momentum. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. They've got a little time here to put
You
together
about to quit, bro. I know. Bro, you about to quit. You
Gonna
about to
run it.
quit.
It's Peoples. They make the stop, give him 3
Yeah,
yards
yeah.
on the carry.
You about
Ball's
to
at the
quit.
24.
You about to- Yeah, you
Man, it's
about to
really
quit.
hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just
Good.
nullifying
Good
that
stop.
run altogether.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Running the red zone, it's Peoples. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Let's go.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try it again.
Let's go. Swing and zip. Let's go.
Touchdown, Buckeyes!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. drive. To the air, it's Underwood. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
You ain't coming
They've been
back,
overwhelmed
bro.
so far in this first half, but if they can muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. The coaches won't yell at you as much.
Quarterback sneak. I know he like to run.
Now,
Come
let's
on,
put
run,
the pedal
bro.
to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback adapted. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. This time it's complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
You suck, bro. You suck. You just suck.
They just keep firing. Looking for space to the left. Throws to the
interception. And he still caught it?
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Outside the pocket.
Interception. Let's go.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good game on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
He quit. Got him up out of there. And in the stream, man. I've played enough games. Hit that sub and like. Thanks for the views. Appreciate it. So 3 more games. Alright. The energy next time.